Greetings everyone. Today I would like to continue my random talk about the random stuff. And previously I talked about this tendency among Mongolian women to marry with these foreigners, and especially with the Asians. And this makes some kind of a disturbance among Mongolian men. And if you look at these statistics, one can notice that Mongolian women seems to prefer Korean men. If I was a Mongolian woman, I would not marry Korean man, because I think Korea is not this exactly stable place, and I would be worried about this North Koreans, and what if my husband cannot protect me from these Northerners. So marrying with this Korean is not logical, and in future there can be a conflict, and it's quite disturbing. But I guess Mongolian woman is after some money, because here in Mongolia there's a lot of Mongolian men who cannot give good this this life, this all they can offer is some kind of this miserable household existence and stuff. So women have this tendency to search for this better man. So there's nothing wrong about it. But there's this problem with the brood mothers. I mean, there's mothers without there's this woman without husbands, and they have this gave birth to bastard children. And this of course in the case of poor woman, media will not cover it, and in the case of quite famous women, media have this tendency to talk a lot. So speaking of brood mothers, recently this a Buddhist brood mother gave birth to this 20 gods. According to Buddhism, this Buddhist brood mother must not give to birth to a living being, because life is a suffering, life is a punishment. Buddha saw something, and Buddha told his followers that life is a suffering, and this some try to explain what he saw. So here in Mongolia there is this Mongolian Buddhist teaching that this in the underworld there is this dude with the horns who in charge of life, a greedy, savage and brutal life. And he this punishes human beings, human soul, to this by giving it this rebirth. And human is reborn as plants, animals, and this bugs, etc., etc. And all this life form is, according to Buddhism, is a punishment, and you live this horrible existence as punishment. So it's better not to create new life form, and if you did create new life form, it's also going to be going to suffer and be a part of a punishment, something like that. But there is this other way to look at it, and since this God with the horns punished these human beings, the souls, to be plants and animals and stuff, you must respect these plants and animals and stuff, and try to not harm them, because they have same this human spirit, something like that. It is quite easy to understand it with this atheistic feeling that you die, you become the fertilizer, and your body this these elements in your body become a part of a plant, bugs, and these worms, etc., etc., and you are still existing somewhere inside these living creatures, something like that. so it's going to be easy to understand. And I like this. Maybe I'm a little bit conservative, and I like this this idea that I don't think it is this purely a Buddhist idea. And yeah, I'm having this this matryoshka here. This is a Russian doll, this toy called the matryoshka, and this is this this very cute this toy, and it is a wonderful idea. And I heard that if you keep this matryoshka at home, there will be this fertility in your household, so something like that. So this, I find it very this very good idea. So since I'm speaking talking about this woman, and this Mongolian woman, I did made a video in Mongolian that telling the Mongolian woman that Mongolian men are going to be more free thinkers, and this they give more freedom to their women compared to other Asian men, like Japanese, Koreans, and Chinese. They have this strict this tradition, men dominance, and they will not allow their daughters to run around with your foreigners. So but we give this freedom to our women, and Mongolian women need to respect the fellow Mongolian man, because Mongolian man mostly stands for freedom. So but as an Asian, we have this this, how to say, tendency to think that man plants a seed inside a woman, and try to this have this how to say, when you plant a seed, you want to take some kind of a reward, some kind of this share, something like that. So share in Mongolia is going to be who, if you watched my previous video, who is going to be a son, also it's a child. So man plants a seed inside a woman to take this profit. Yeah, profit, I guess it's profit. So this foreign man is not this for this, I don't know. I'm totally messed up. So well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.